what a lovely Friday morning. It is 25 minutes until the top of the hour. It's Wake Up here on Catholic Community Media with Gabby Smith. And I'm surrounded by feminine genius this morning.
Yeah.
Kathleen Higgins in the studio.
I was about to say,
With
speaking of lovely, we've kicked Dave Dawson out the studio. I'm super excited about this segment. I'm joined by Hannah Guilliam, who is the Acadiana Youth Director for Louisiana Right to Life, but also Marie Ortego and Kate Clapper, who have just spent this past week at the Pulse Leadership Institute. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you so much for having us.
It's like Girls' Day on a Friday. Woo woo. Okay, so you guys have been at Pulse all week. Maybe Hannah, can you tell me what is Pulse?
Yeah, so Pulse is, or Pulse Leadership Institute more specifically is an initiative, wanting to take students who may come from a pro-life household or students who haven't, and, maybe take them from, situations where they may have heard the phrase and really lay that foundation for them to understand what it means to be pro-life and then, of course, how to actively live that out.
Yeah, awesome. Ladies, can you kind of tell me why is that important to you? Why is it important to you to spend a week during your summer at this kind of specific leadership institute, right? Because, you can go to all kinds of leadership institutes, but why is it important to go to one that's pro-life?
Well, I think especially in our world today, we have so many questions about the pro-life movement, and I feel like students are definitely on the forefront of that argument. Like, I have people coming up to me at school asking me, like, what does it mean? Yeah. And Pulse really has given me the information I need to know to answer hard questions and to talk to people my age about it, because really, like, we are the pro-life generation, and if we don't know enough information and, like, have the skills and abilities to talk about our message, then it's never going to go anywhere.
Yeah. Marie, what about you?
I feel like we really need to keep the state pro-life. If the next generation doesn't know why they're pro-life, they're not likely to stay that way. Yeah. The media can easily trip them up with all these euphemisms for abortion, making it sound like it's this great thing. So if we don't keep them knowledgeable about it, and in such a fun way as Pulse does, then we may not stay pro-life. And so it's really important to ensure that our generation stays pro-life.
Yeah, for sure. Because there's a lot out there, right?
Absolutely.
Social media is full of, and when you're in the pro-life movement, you're right. Like they make it sound, they make abortion sound so kind,
and compassionate.
Yeah. When really
false sense of compassion, but yes,
yeah. When really we know there's, it's not that way. Yeah. Okay, so tell me, so you've been at the Catholic Life Center here in Baton Rouge for about a week, right?
Yes.
What are some of the things that you guys have been doing?
So every day we've had a couple of sessions where we'll go in, we'll listen to a talk about a different pro-life point of view or perspective. We've talked about abortion and the realities of abortion. Last time we talked about disability awareness. Yeah. We've talked about adoption. We've talked about embryonic research and why it's important to be pro-life there. We've talked about end-of-life issues. And it's just really important to be educated and to be knowledgeable in all of these areas, because some of the things we heard, I had never heard before. And I just feel like it's such a huge gift to be able to hear about it in such an educational perspective.
Yeah, right, because these aren't everyday dinner conversations, right?
Absolutely not.
So a lot of things we don't talk about because it's it's not polite.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're important Absolutely. Topics. So tell me, Marie, what is one thing this week that you heard that you were like, wow, that was like an eye opener, or what I call a gut wrencher, Yeah.
I've been here 4 years, so
oh, wow.
A lot of it was stuff I've heard, but I'd never heard a talk on embryonic stem cell research, so that was the thing that really got me very interested. I had so many questions, and it was such an eye-opener to learn about all the different, the difference between embryonic stem cell research and adult stem cell research and the ethics of it. It was so fascinating.
Yeah. Again, another thing where it sounds so good, right? Like the results that we get from this it sounds so just good, right? But when we look at, where it comes from and how we get those cells, you go, yeah, there's some issues there, right?
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, and then I saw on Facebook that you guys were at the Capitol What happened? How did y'all get there? What were y'all doing there? I was just like, look at all my Pulse people.
Yeah. Well, we got a kind of a last minute call, as we do, and we found out that they were going to be signing, I believe it was the Safe Haven Awareness Bill.
Yeah.
And understanding the reality that there are unfortunate situations where students are not knowing about the beauty of Safe Haven within our state, and so it's very sad to hear the reality that there are babies left in trash cans or in a tote bag or in a restroom, things like that, when that child's life could be saved and placed at a fire station, so on and so forth. So that initiative is something that we've always spoken to the students about, and that we as an organization have helped to spearhead. But hearing that it was going to be signed that day, we had the possibility to be there. I'm like, okay, find out if we can get there, we will make it happen, I promise. But it was absolutely amazing to have the entire group. And politics aside, I think it's important to have everyone be informed on resources that are available for them. And so it was just an absolutely amazing opportunity. We had the cutest baby ever. Shout out baby and Zena, but he was just a real, just a reminder of the work that we do, and it was a blessing to see kind of new life in the Capitol as well.
That's awesome. I've been involved in the pro-life movement for a long time, and for a long time, it's always been something that, one day, and then a couple years ago when I'm telling you, surprised the all of it out of me, because I wasn't expecting Roe v. Wade to be overturned. And so I'm so excited for this generation, right, to really get in there, because, for years it was, we'll just pray and we'll go to the march and we'll pray and we'll go back to the march, and now to even question, why do we need the march? I don't know. Yes, but to even ponder that question is incredible, right? Because of the steps that are being made, not only locally but nationally. So why do you think it's important to be pro-life at such a young age? Like, why not wait until you can be in politics or make decisions, vote? Why do you think it's important to be pro-life now?
I would say that so many unplanned pregnancies happen at a teenage age, like our age. People in our classrooms are finding out they're pregnant, and it's so important to make sure that they know their options, that they're not alone, and that they have resources, and to help them, be sure that they're comforted and walk through with this process.
Absolutely. And I also think that at the end of the day, we're all just people fighting to love each other, because we can't fight for life on the Senate floor or as a teacher or a doctor or a lawyer, but we were once human embryos too, and we all were unborn babies in the womb, and I just feel like no matter our qualifications or our state in life, we're all called to defend each other, because, love is an action, and if we're called to love at every stage, that means we are also called, as well as everyone else, no matter our qualifications or the point we're at in our life.
I'm so excited. Okay, so what's next for Louisiana Right to Life?
So many different things. So actually, it's coming up in Baton Rouge, our Youth Leadership Summit on September 15th and 16th. So if you're a teacher listening to this, or Pro-Life Club moderator, we'll be at the Old State Capitol. Last year, we had 250 students from across the state join us.
Wow.
Absolutely amazing opportunity to kind of do something similar to Pulse, but have that one-day retreat field trip opportunity. It's 100% free, and so to give students that opportunity is super important.
Wow.
So we're so thankful to help be the leading voice within the state in advocating for life, and we look forward to continuing doing so.
That's so good. Every time anything comes across my desk at the diocese with Louisiana Right to Life, I'm like, yes, where are we putting this in all the places? So there's tons that you guys are doing. It's not just the events that are the Pulse or the Leadership Institute, anything like that. You guys are constantly working behind the scenes. And so, ladies, thank you guys so much, not only for being here today, but for what you've done all week, what you continue to do, not only in your office, but in your classrooms and your friend group. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a privilege.
Yeah. Oh, it's my privilege just to be with you. Well, Dave's going to be back in the studio. We're letting him back in. Come on back. We'll be right back.